Hey, baby. Welcome back to Unlicensed and Unbothered. So, I went to this little carnival thing,
Mhm.
right, over the weekend. So, it was, well, yeah. So, yeah, over the weekend, I just forgot to tell you guys. But so it had stalls, like rides, and all these like farm animals, right? So cows, sheep, chickens, horses, like the whole setup. And there were
Mm.
so many dogs. So many dogs. It was really, really nice. And I walked so much though. Like I guess that was quite good because I tried to get like 10 to 20,000 steps a day.
Shut up. Shut up. That's wild. I could never. I could never do that.
My legs were finished after, and I was exhausted. Trust.
Yeah. But meanwhile, I've been in my house, in my home, and I've currently rediscovered I didn't rediscover, I literally have it out. But one of my like crafts, like my not my passion, but my crafts when I wanna like decompress. I've been back to diamond painting. I'm not gonna explain it. I've explained it so many times. Go Google it, please. But honestly, I forgot how much I genuinely loved it. And I have a good show on, a good drink, some snacks, and it literally puts me in a trance.
You and your little beads.
Don't. Please don't. Like, I feel like Picasso when I'm doing it. Like, I feel like I'm doing art when I'm just pasting beats. But I'm feeling an artist. Let me be.
Okay, Picasso.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
But speaking of things we don't usually admit out loud, that's literally today's episode. So, it's the things we never say out loud.
Mm.
Um, okay, I'll start, right? So, my mum has this habit, right? So she does this all the time. Like, have you seen that TikTok meme which is like this annoying grating sound?
And
Yeah.
yep.
Yep. That is my mother saying this to me. So every time, every day, she can never have a normal conversation about like, oh, Diva, how are you? What have you been up to? Are you having a good time? Are you going out? Normal things. No,
Now it goes back to the
it's
future. It
mm-mm.
goes back.
It
What you
literally.
want to do in the future. Like,
She's asked. She's asked
have you
Noha.
planned?
She's
Have you been?
asked.
She's asked me. She's like, Nuha, do you know what Diva's doing in her future? And I'm like, Auntie, actually, I don't know.
Bitch, she's asked you about your future too.
That's true. And I'm like, Auntie, I'm just surviving. I am
Yeah,
genuinely just surviving right now.
yeah,
Like,
and she's
ask me in 2 years, maybe.
she always asks me like, okay, what are you doing in the future? Why aren't you a millionaire by now? Why aren't you a billionaire? Look at all these kids all around you, like so successful. One's a multi-millionaire. Oh, and she'll give me an example. She'll give me an example of this one boy, right, that she knows,
It's
who
always
made
that one
like
person.
yeah, like made some money off trading, right? And I was like, oh my god, fantastic. And he was young, right? He wasn't super
Like,
young,
good
but he was
for
young.
him.
No, and then I find out his dad's like a trading expert, like an investment banker. And she was like, "Oh, he made this money himself." I'm like, "Yeah, with what? His dad in the background?" That's like a kid saying that they made their own project and it was their parents doing it.
Hey, I made some
Mm.
of my own projects when I was young. Don't I have made
Babe,
some?
finger painting does not count.
Diva? No, I've made proper projects by
Okay, well, I have
myself.
too, but I mean like the times where they say that they have and they haven't.
Okay.
Yeah, like, sorry, a kindergartner is not making a proper poster project.
No, yeah. I
Mm.
remember when my mom made a fucking, because I had to make a map thing, and she had to cut out the Sri Lankan, like, the country of Sri Lanka. She had to cut it out, and she pasted all these animals on there. And I'm like, yeah, I did this.
Yeah,
Like,
and you were like no teeth in your mouth, fucking like I did this.
oh, you
And
tried to tickle
they're
me.
like,
Oh my
right,
God.
sure you did. No, my mum got in trouble because I couldn't be, because I used to write my homework really slowly. So she made me like read out like not read out, sorry, tell her the answers, and she wrote it down for me. And obviously, a child, a 4-year-old, 5-year-old doesn't have a cursive handwriting. So she kept getting in trouble for that. It was okay though, but it irritates me when she asks me this question because it literally just always like makes me feel like I'm not doing enough. Like I'm like I always feel like I'm behind, and I'm like I'm
Mm.
young. I'm not that old, guys. Like, okay, there are certain things
Guys,
we won't disclose to you. One is our age
yes.
because a woman
Yeah,
never reveals her age.
never. But we're still
But
fairly young.
yeah, we're
We'll
young.
give you we'll
Well,
give you we'll give you
we're
an
also
age range. We're like
yeah.
early 20s.
Yes, but we're also not, yeah, we're not like too young, we're not too old, but um she makes it feel like I'm, no offense, but like no offense to myself, what? A complete loser. Like
Yeah.
I've done nothing in life where I have.
Mm-hmm.
I've achieved loads of different things, you know? But
Mm-hmm.
for her it's always like more, more, more. And I get it. She's my mother. She's got to push me, you know. I've just got a mum and you know she wants the best for me. But it's also like, guys, if any of your parents or if you're anyone's guardian, or even if, you know, to yourself,
If you're a parent yourself,
yeah, or just like to yourselves, stop pushing them, stop pushing yourself so much. I mean, a lot of people
exactly.
would disagree with me. The world keeps spinning, you know,
The
inflation, this,
world.
that, housing, whatever. But you need to take some time for yourself, babe, because you're burning out. Like I feel like a lot of us to just want to do
We
better,
burn out.
we forget to live.
And I think it's with a lot of immigrant parents, right? Or honestly,
Mm.
just Asian parents. Because it's the same with me. My dad's like, what are you gonna do in the future? Are you gonna do this? Like, why are you taking only this many courses when I know you can do more? And I'm like, calm down. Like, you know, if I do more courses, I will do bad and I will have a mental breakdown. Do you want that to happen? I don't think so. But also, we kind of feel guilty because they're sacrificing so much, right? And by this age, they probably have done so much. Because I know, but my dad tells me about his life all the time. He's like, Nuha, he tries to guilt trip, like kind of guilt trip me, but not really. He's like, Nuha, you don't even have to pay for uni. I had to pay through like work. I had to like work in gas stations and stuff. I'm like, Dad, I'm very thankful for you. But when you keep reminding me this, like keep reminding me that you had to work hard, it makes me feel guilty because I feel like I'm not working hard when I know I
Mm.
am. Because and that man is fucking smart. Mashallah. Everyone say mashallah right now. But Diva say
Mashallah.
good, thank you. But he is smart and he picks up stuff very quickly. I am not that girl. I cannot. And it's very hard for me to pick up stuff and it makes them angry. And like
It makes
people
you
don't
feel like you're not good enough.
good enough. It makes me like sometimes I'm like, I'm such a shit daughter. Like my dad wanted me to graduate at this, but I don't think I will because I don't know if I want to keep doing this major and I might want to add another major because this major seems interesting, or I might actually want to do this major instead of this major. And you start thinking about the future and it makes it hard. You start doubting yourself. And I just want, guys, at the end of the day, we are only human. Life expectancy is way longer than before. We will live for a very, very long time, right?
Mm.
And I know people are worried about the future, but people are not worrying about the present. Like you're worrying too much about the future that you're forgetting to live life and actually have fun because people forget we only have one life. Like, okay, let's think about the future, right? Let's put everything into your future. Let's just study, 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 and think about the future. But then you start slowly forgetting about yourself and slowly forgetting that you are also human and people can burn out and people who do this, like my father, he's kind of burnt out. And he also keeps telling me right now, he's like, my dad, he tells me everything. But I think a lot of what I'm trying to say is, right, because I'm kind of sidetracking, that the future is important, but it's also very important to stay in the present because you only have one life. So live it the way you want and don't let anyone ruin it for you. Because the future, you need a plan, but that plan can change. You never know what life has for you. You can be on this path and you're like, oh, wait, I actually like this, and go on a different path. It's completely normal and it's fine. You can restart when you're fucking 30. That is okay. That is life.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's all I gotta say. But let's go on to the second topic. Bad feeling about someone. So I swear, right? There's I trust my gut, right? And like, oh my gosh, it's just reminded me, if you watch Love is Blind, the UK, there's this guy that follows his spleen. Fuck him. But whenever I have a gut feeling, I tend to trust it because my gut never fails me. But except on a fucking exam. But I had this bad gut feeling about this girl, and I tried to like push it down because I didn't want to sound like judgmental because everyone was liking her. I'm like, okay, maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm the fucking drama. Like, I'm probably fucked up. But I'm like, this girl is a little too nice. This person's a little too nice. Her stories are not adding up, right? But then later on, it always comes back around. And I'm like, wow, I should have just trusted myself from the beginning. I should have voiced it with my friends. So
Mm-hmm.
I'll tell you a little story. So one time I met this girl through like mutual friends, and everyone loved her. Literally everyone. She was very nice. She was a very charming person. She was always joking around and she always wanted to be the center of attention, which, okay, some people are born for it. But there was something about her energy that didn't sit right with me. Like, I knew there was something fucked up with her, right? Like the way she made like little digs that sounded like compliments, right? And how she'd accidentally stir drama and then act completely innocent. And like, I didn't say anything because, again, like, I didn't want to be that person who seems like they're hating because everyone's loving her and there's just one person who doesn't like her. Everyone's gonna be like, oh girl, it's just you. But I'm like, no.
Nuha,
But
I know,
yeah,
sorry, I know the amount of people, like people, so many people have spoken about this, the amount of times that people have that satisfaction when you find out that the person you disliked all along truly was
the
a shit
satisfaction I
person.
had because I was telling this one girl and she was kind of getting it. She was kind of understanding, right? She was kind of like getting why I was not liking this girl because she's like, hey, do you actually like her? And I'm like, there's something about her that I don't like, but everyone likes her. And she's like, you're probably lying. And I'm like, watch. Don't make me say I told you so, but I fucking would. But fast forward a few months, she ended up blowing up our entire friend group over some petty ass drama. I'm not even gonna put it on here because it was so fucking stupid. It was middle school drama. And she was literally exposing people's secrets and she was turning people against each other like a one woman wrecking ball, honestly. I came in like a wrecking ball.
I love that.
Yeah, but and I was just there. I was just sitting there like, yeah, my gut clocked her from day one. I was right. And I gave the smug ass smile to like my friend and some other bitches. I'm like, yeah, I'm always right. Like, I'm right. When I trust my gut, like when you have a feeling about this person, you're always will end up being right. Because I realized that my intuition is it's not a vibe, it's kind of a survival skill, right? Because your brain will like pick up on things before your conscious does, and you start ignoring it because you're like, if everyone likes her, why would I hate her. And you start
Mm.
doubting yourself and like, oh, she's gonna prove me wrong. And sometimes, don't get me wrong, it does. But 99.99%, it ends up blowing up in your bag. And I'm like, yeah, I'm always right. Please.
Real. And okay, what else can I tell you guys? Okay. So, right, this is about this guy that I was into, right?
Okay.
So I usually don't care if a person stays or leaves my life, right? I have, you know, that idea of like the art of detachment, where like you can just immediately detach yourself from someone and just not have any feelings. I have mastered that. I don't care. Like I won't get unless I truly, truly, truly care about you. But even then, like there'll be a slight like a once in a while I'll, be upset about it. It's not really a common thing. But right, I really, really enjoyed this guy's company. Like over the phone we spoke with so much chemistry, so much banter. It was absolutely perfect. But then he did something to upset. Oh yeah, he couldn't prioritize me. He couldn't, he never messaged me on time. He took days sometimes to respond. And I was like, see, I don't care if you can't just prioritize me because, you're a grown adult, you've got responsibilities. I understand that. But you can at least message me and tell me that you'll be busy. Like, it's disrespectful if you
It
leave
is
someone
disrespectful.
undelivered for that long, right?
Yeah.
So I literally, I can't even, I don't know. I realized I was like, right, he isn't for me, because if a man, see, one thing that I believe in is if a man truly likes you or if he wants you, he will move mountains for you. He
He
will
will.
do absolutely anything for you.
He will, because a good morning text is honestly not hard. It's the fucking bare minimum. Like, just like checking in is not that hard. Just be like, hey, how are you today? Because
Real
I've had, what's it called? Do you know the bare minimum princess treatment, like, trend that's going on
trend, yeah.
TikTok? I hate it, but it kind of shows me how guys truly feel.
Other
Because a lot of
people
guys,
think, yeah.
yeah, and I'm like, oh, okay, people think opening a door is princess treatment. No, baby, it's the bare minimum. That's the bare minimum. That's being a gentleman.
Real.
But because also sometimes, when you're really into a guy, you kind of forget about all his flaws. You kind of like dissociate, right? You're kind of like, oh, he has no flaws. Like, he's actually just the perfect man. And then your friends are like, hey, like, actually, he's not showing you much attention. And he'll text you after like 3 days of not talking to you. You'll see him talking to other girls who are like, no, 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 no. Like, he's actually, he'll come back to me. He'll always come back to me. You'll always make excuses for him. Please stop.
That like, oh, I'm the exception, I'm the whatever. We've
No,
spoken
you're
about this before.
not.
Yeah, you're not. A guy has an exception, and if you truly were, he would have shown you. But I realized that with him, I told myself, I was like, look, if he truly wanted to, he would, and he clearly doesn't want to. So I was like, yeah, tata, bye bye, we're done. But
Yeah,
he had a
and
way
that's
with
it.
words. Yeah, he told me, he
They
was like,
always do. They always
like
do.
I remember when this happened, I told Nuha, I was like, look, like he told me, he was like, if in the future, if everything turns out right, could we continue where we left off? And I said, if you're lucky. But it's like he spoke to me so nicely, but I was like, that just isn't enough, because
It's not. We
I
need
feel like
reassurance. Like, I feel
real.
like, and it's not being desperate for reassurance. Like, if a guy asks me for reassurance, I'm like, yeah, I'll reassure you. And if I ask you for reassurance, reassure me back. We'll reassure each other, because that's how you keep a relationship strong. Communication, reassurance.
So important.
There's one more thing that I'm forgetting, but yeah.
Yeah, but essentially what I'm trying to say is I've never really spoken about the fact that I cared about him not being there. Like, I've realized that, like, if it's meant to be, it'll happen. But at the same time, like,
If it's meant to
once
be,
in a
it'll be.
while, I get disappointed, you know. I think about like,
Yeah,
oh, what could it have been? Like, you know, what if? But at the end of the day, you know, there
done.
are more fish in the sea, right?
Yeah, actually,
Yeah.
yeah. But let me talk about something else. This is
Oh my God, tell them about that,
the
like the
guy.
love letter guy. Yeah.
Guys. Okay, so guys, we all have this guy. You know what fucking annoys me? And I feel like every woman has gone through this, right? When a guy sends you this whole love paragraph, like he just wrote the next Nicholas Sparkle, no, Sparks novel.
Sparkle.
Sorry, I confused Sparks and Sparkle, but Nicholas Sparks novel, right? And how the fuck do you want to respond to that? And sometimes I don't respond, and they're like, people are like, "You're so evil for not replying." Like, sorry, but I do
Mm,
not owe you emotional labor just because you trauma dumped to me in MLA format. Like, your feelings are very valid, but they're your responsibility. Like, I didn't sign a contract to say, like, if you pour your heart out, I'm legally required to pour mine back. I've had this guy,
mm.
right? He came back, right? And this guy, he's always high, he's always drunk, he's always on a substance. And that is something that made me not talk to him. But out of nowhere, we were talking a little, we came back to each other and we were talking back for a little because I'm like, you know what? Like, I just want to know if he's alive and if he's okay, right? And then out of fucking nowhere at 3 a.m. in the fucking morning, I get this message. I'm like, oh, okay, I'll text in the morning. No, keeps on going, keeps on going. I'm like, what the fuck? Is he dying? So I checked.
Real.
I saw 3 long motherfucking paragraphs of like a love confession. He's professing his love to me. I've known this guy properly. We probably started talking for like maybe 2-3 weeks. Professing his love, guys, professing his love, telling me like, oh yeah, like we should get married. No, we should not. We're going to get married. We are married. You are my girlfriend. I love you. We're gonna have kids. He was planning our future. And I'm like, lol, okay. You're being for real? And he was like, yes, what do you mean? I'm being for real. I'm literally pouring out my love to you. Like, and
Stop.
I'm like, okay, but baby, I don't know a lot about you and you're telling me that we're gonna spend you. I'm like, I know you're talking to other girls.
This is
Also,
love bombing, right?
it's a sign of love bombing. I'm like, whoa, calm the fuck down. I saw this TikTok. Sorry, he's probably love bombing. I saw this TikTok, and people are like, why would I stop love bombing? Like, why wouldn't that person love me? Like, I'm great. And I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I get you. But did that make sense?
No, it did. It did.
Because you didn't react. I'm like, okay, it didn't make sense. But this guy was fucking Shakespeare. I love you. You are my everything. I'm like, hello. I'm like, okay. I didn't know how to fucking respond. So I was like, you being for real? And I think I remember this. I don't know what meme. I forgot what meme, but I sent him a meme and he got so pissed. And then I sent another message after he sent me another fucking long paragraph saying how he was hurt that I didn't profess my love back. And I was like, babes, are you high? Like, are you on something?
This
He's
is
like,
literally awkward. Like, I'm getting secondhand embarrassment for him.
yeah. And I'm like, are you high? And he's like, yeah, I'm really high right now. And I'm also drunk. And I'm like, yeah, tell me everything you want to say when you are sober.
Mm,
And
yeah.
I'm still on red. He read my message and I think he's embarrassed. And I'm like, yeah, rightfully so. Because why would you fucking do that? Because we've established, okay, this is like, we've also established from the start, like, hey, no strings attached, like, we're just like for fun, like we're just texting for fun. I don't want to get in a relationship right now. And I make it clear every time something's getting a little serious. I'm like, I do not want a relationship right now. If you want to leave, go ahead. But if you want a little situationship or like something, you can stay. But I don't want a proper relationship if I truly do like you, which is very hard for me to like do. But if I truly like you, we'll see if we want a relationship with you. But and I made it clear with him. So like out of nowhere, I get this confession. I'm confused. I'm like, okay. And people are like, I showed it. I didn't. People fucking laughed. But when I showed it to my other friends, they're like, you know what? That was kind of rude. Some of my friends are like, yeah, you know what? He deserved it. One friend was like, that's kind of rude. I'm like, I don't owe him a love confession back. Like, I'm like, I've learned when I actually try to let them down slowly, they don't understand it and they still think that I actually do care for them. And then they start doing too much. So I just stop. This is not my response. If you send me a fucking love confession, if it's after a few months, I get it. If it's after 2 weeks, please no. And if you're under the influence, please no. He didn't even apologize. He was like, he just left me on red. I'm like, brother, you're not gonna text me back? Like, okay.
I think bro woke up the next morning and was like, what have I done? And for him, it was like, if I ignore it, it'll go away. But
it's not going away. I'm here.
Yeah. So these are really the things we don't say out loud, right? So whether it's, I don't know, family pressure, old feelings for someone, instincts, we keep quiet, or just not responding when we just don't give a fuck.
And sometimes, like, keeping it as protection, like, keeping it in. Sorry, that didn't make sense. But, sorry, guys, I don't know what happened to me. But honestly, sometimes, like, keeping it in as protection, like, not everything needs to be said. Sometimes you just need to keep it in.
Real. But you know what? Sometimes saying it is the only way to move forward.
Yeah, but either way, we all carry stuff in silence.
But you know what, guys? Before we go, we want to hear from you, right? So what's something you've never said out loud, but you still think about?
Yeah, send them in. We will share a few next time on the You Asked for This segment. Send it in, like, tap the link in our bio and submit it to You Asked for This. Only if you want us to, like, discuss it. And, like, or if you want, just message us on TikTok or Instagram or even email us. Because, like, we will give you good advice. We'll tell you if you're wrong, if you're right, and we'll roast you. But with so much love. And guys, this episode is unfortunately coming to an end. And I know you miss us already.
Good. We like to leave you wanting more. Consider this your new addiction. Bye.
Bye. Mwah.